Hello, everybody. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 19th of March, 2024. Now, for those of you who are wondering why am I lying down instead of sitting or standing, it's that I was up the entire night, having diarrhea, vomiting, all of this. I'm just a bit under the weather. And then I got up early and I went to the doctor, and so I'm just basically resting now as we speak. But there's something interesting that I want you guys to watch, and I want you to take a look at it, and you can leave your opinion in the comment section. Okay, here you go.
So here we go again. We have this gang, this guy in a blue town with them called Killer Shoes. He might look like him the leader of the gang, of the missing shoelace crew. So what them do now, them basically go around the store them, and then by the time you look one and two time, shoes lace them missing out of the shoes. So blacks today, blue town now, as you see him have a shoes now, man, I go and take out the shoes lace. You see me every time when the worker come around, them group up on blacks. And backing blacks in the corner, so I blacks. Take him like a time and mass out the shoes lace. You see me? That's how we call them the big shoes lace gang. So blacks take out them shoes lace and on the sides. Alright, let me make a one move.
If you know any of these youths, you can contact us
so
at
Moonfield Fashion
or inbox me.
I think them go Mile Gully High School. Yeah, in Mandeville, Manchester. So these men are wanted for 7 shoes missing. So if you have any family members or see any one of these guys right here, just watch your shoes them. See black say with the shoes them, man. Just watch your shoes lace them, because them are going missing.
And they're in the store and they're trying to steal the shoe, or they're trying to steal a lace. So I guess they will hop from one store to the other. So they will steal like 1 foot of shoe here, and they're going to another store to find the other foot, and then they'll steal it. So once that matches, it's the same size 8 or 9, then it can be worn, but they move in pack. So you will find them doing it, and they hide from the store clerk. They hide from all these persons. And so it's like a gang of them who are doing these kind of things. And so I think it's a security that is making the public be on the lookout for school students, and not just that particular gang or group, but others also who may be doing the same thing across the island. And a lot of them don't know that when you do these kind of things, you're also putting the store clerk in problems, because they will have it to say that the store clerk is either in cahoots with these criminal, and they are part of the gang, or they are part of it, or she must know someone who is doing it, or she must know them, and then it costs the store clerk to lose her work. Not only that, what if it's a case wherein she's actually related to one of those persons? Then that would solidify their defense argument to say that the store clerk is in cahoots or in business with this kind of criminal activity. So you put other people at risk. The argument may very well be true, or it can also not be true. And so you will have the store clerk, losing her job. And then not only that, having to answer to security questions to law enforcement, of which she may or may not be aware of. And so with that being said, you are putting a lot of persons in problem. Now, let me touch on the parents. The parents are also in problems, and a lot of persons always say, okay, yeah, they're gang and they're all from a home and this and that and stuff like that. There are parents who literally get up 5 in the morning have to go to work, or they have to be at work from 5. For example, a person who works in the security field, someone who works, for example, in the call center or certain places who have unlimited shift. And so they have to get up early. So when they prepare these kids or leave their uniform out and this and that out, in your head, they're actually going to school. They have to struggle to find it, plus to pay the bills in the house and make sure that they get a warm meal, and also their fare to go to school and lunch. And also the parents have to provide for themselves, to take care of themselves for the day. You understand? And these kids are going out and doing these kind of things. You understand? So when we look into situations like that, you wonder what is in the mind of these students, why they're so bold. They're bold and fierce in a negative way. And that's what they move on, and they simply do not care. They simply don't care. They simply don't care. And there's something that I want to also say. A lot of persons are going to have an outrage, and a lot of persons are going to be upset, including myself, because I'm upset with the video. But a lot of these kids, and a lot of people who are attacking these kids, I should say, a lot of persons who are actually attacking these kids are the same people who want criminals to go free, who want people who they don't like to go to prison, but the ones who they like should walk, simply because they have that desire in them for these people to walk. And so kids live what they learn. They see that once they get favor, the public will support them. Once they get favor or like from the public will support whatever behavior that they have. And because of such, they feel boost and froggy in to do these kind of things. They don't have any respect for anyone. You understand? A lot of them, the parents are no better. So I'm not going to put the parents in a position where they're automatic victim. You understand? I have to look at things from both sides. A lot of them are from homes where parents are no better. So if they are no better, guess what you're going to produce? You're going to produce someone just like yourself, or even worse. And that's what's happening with a lot of things in this society. And there's also something very peculiar about people who do these kind of things, not only school students, but also people who are involved in this kind of criminal activity and stuff. When you check them out, why is it that they always say in Gaza? There's always something about this type of people. And I remember our vlogger did it many months ago and reported on it and was saying that if you find a man breaking into a shop, when you check him out, he's actually saying Gaza. If you find an old woman or a woman leaving work and someone grab her purse and run, or a cell phone and run, or stick her up at knife point or something like that, when you check it out, the person is saying Gaza. It's Gaza, them say. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like people who are of ill report have no problem aligning themselves with that kind of emblem. You understand? Or stamp to say that they are Gaza. And it's like a go-to. It's like a rites of passage for you to do just about anything and get unlimited support. Because that's what, I guess, the Gaza, or those saying Gaza, that's what they stand for. You understand? So when I look into it, you find out where the problem lies in the society. The problem lies in the older folks. Children are learning by what they see. So they live by it. You understand? And they do it accordingly. That's why someone had said that you have to be careful of which side of history you want to go down in. When we look at a lot of persons' criminal background in history, like the Claudia Massop, the this, the that, the Borough Boy, and all these kind of type of people who were in the society back then, and you look at all the people who were associated with them, their name are going down in history as a criminal just like them. Their names are not going down in history as someone great, no matter how much you call it. Their names are going down in history as a criminal. So you have to be careful of the side of history that you want to be a part of. And you know what happened? A lot of those people have sons, grandsons, daughters, granddaughters, great-granddaughters. And they become what? A target. To this day, you will find law enforcement targeting them. So as soon as they make one wrong move, they can't wait to make an arrest, or they can't wait to take them out, because of this side of history that their foreparents decide to align themselves with. Back then, someone is paying the price for it now. It's just like wealth. If the parents started out and gain success, from a small business, and then the child inherited, grandchildren inherited, it's generational wealth that was created from then on. So it's the same thing. If you're doing these kind of things and at an early age, and you leave a mark out there, and you have children and grandchildren, they most likely will follow pursuit. Even if they become a doctor, they will become a wretched doctor. It matters not what field they desire to pursue, or they desire in the future. They will always revert to something questionable about them. And when you check it out, these individuals, just check out who their father is, or who their grandfather is, or who a close relative of them is. And you always lead back. It always lead back to some type of people who went down on the wrong side, in the wrong side of history. You understand? In yesteryear. And these are things that people need to be aware of, for those who aren't. And for those who are and don't care, and you're living for yourself, just remember that a lot of these kids that you are raising, and a lot of these things that you're supporting in the society, and kids see it and are following pursuit, just remember that you can very well be raising a bird to pick out your eye. You can be raising a bird to pick out your eye. And that's what happens. You pay a dear price. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You're supporting destruction. You're supporting destructive lifestyle. And the children are seeing it and they are becoming very creative because those guys who are in the store who are doing that, they saw it somewhere. They saw it somewhere. They heard it somewhere. And they decide to try it out. And I can only imagine the amount of students across the island who are doing the same thing. So you have to be careful of the things that you're supporting. I saw a woman yesterday on the internet was speaking on the Vibes Cartel case and was giving an example. Was giving a suggestion, and was saying that, you know what you can do, Vibes Cartel, there's something called a plea bargain or a plea deal. I think you need to speak to the lawyer and ask for a plea deal so you can make your way easier. And people in the comment section, the woman must go suck her, she must go beard, she must go. And these are the type of people that I'm speaking of who are making situations worse for the entertainer. One of the worst thing you can have, is when a fool following you, a bunch of fools that you have following you. That's one of the worst things because at the end of the day, they are going to be a reflection of you. They are going to be, it's better to be an army of one than have an army of fools behind you because they are only going to lead to your demise. How can someone be sitting down and giving a solid advice that so many people out there would want? So many people wish they have the resource to capitalize on such solid advice. And the woman sit down conveniently and giving an advice. Everybody turn attorney, everybody's lawyer, everybody's this, everybody's that. What's wrong with someone giving you a solid advice that will lead to your freedom, hopefully? What is wrong with somebody giving the entertainer a solid advice that will lead to his freedom, possibly? Something is wrong with that? No, you don't want to hear that. What you wanted her to do was to turn on the phone like the wretched old rich. The wretched old rich. The bald-headed one with the head white like salt, looking like a damn witch. Looking like she, without the broom and the flying monkey. It's very hard for you to tell that's a damn witch. You understand? We're saying, go suck your ma, suck your bum back, and all these kind of things. You understand? That's what you guys want to hear. Paula, go suck your ma, Paula. Find a dick, suck your ma, Paula. Paula, go dive up in your mama. That's what you guys want to hear. And because you can't hear that, you're itching. Because you want to hear the suck your ma, and you can't hear that. That's what you want to hear each time when someone upload a video and is speaking on the behavior or speaking on something that can make the situation much easier for the artist. You are not hearing that, and because you're not hearing that, you are very unhappy. You guys are very unhappy. And this is what's happening. The kids are learning and they are living it out. They are becoming even more creative. So instead of stealing a full pair, waiting on a full pair shoe, all they have to do is find a size 8 or 9 shoe in one store and go into another store and steal that other foot. And there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. You know what's going to happen now? Many stores are going to ban school students from their, once they're in uniform, they're banned. I went to a prominent high school in Montego Bay, and our school was banned. It's not the places that ban our school, it's our school that ban us. We were forbidden to go to the certain locations we could not go once we were in our uniform. And you know what happened? The places, once they see a student in that uniform, they call the school and let them know that there's a student such and such, she's in this. And trust me, the school is going to find out who you are. With 9 to 1100 students, they are going to find out which student it was. That's how our school functioned. It was the strictest, if not the strictest school in the island. It was very, very strict. And I think it's the cleanest school also in the island. Very strict. There are certain things you simply could not do. There are certain places you are banned from going inside stores. If it's not a valid reason you have, or someone who can vouch for you, who is a full-grown adult, that they were the ones who sent you there, you have no business going there. Certain establishment you were banned from going in, you could not go there. And it's not the establishment that banned the students. It was the school that made it a decision that you are not supposed to go there because you are in a uniform and you are representing the school while you're in the uniform. And so they want you to maintain certain type of decorum. But now we're in a society where everybody's suck your ma. You understand me? And so with that type of mentality, you will find students developing a familiar spirit where they believe they and every adult is size companion, and anything that comes to their mouth, they can pitch it out. They will do, anything that adults are doing, stealing, having sex, doing this, being vulgar on the internet, they will just follow pursuit because they believe that they and adults are the same thing. So they're learning and they are living it out. They are living it out. They are living it out. But what do you do in a scenario like this? What do you do? The school will now have to bar students from going inside people's establishment while they're in their uniform. If you're outside of your uniform, that's your business. It's a store duty to call police on you. But at least it will not reflect on the school. So that's the new law that's going to be in place. So people, you have to be careful of what you're supporting out there. You can't put the responsibility on students to know better while you, the full-grown adult, know better and refuse to do better. The onus is not on students. The onus is not on children, underage boys and girls to know and do better. The onus is on you as an adult. You understand? There's a saying that says, do as I say, not as I do. Yes, because a child is a child and a child is not an adult, and they stay in the line of a child until they become a full-grown adult where they are legally responsible for themselves. So I do agree with that. However, you have to be careful of what you are teaching them also. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.